Gee, Jay, is it another 3D printing video? Not today,
All right,
kiddies.
for all you people that subscribe me because I did gun videos, we're going to do gun videos today. Well, we're going to start on them. I'm going to have a bunch of them here in a flurry. So if you subscribe to me because of the 3D printer thing that I do and you're against the Second Amendment, or you don't think there's a reason people should be able to go and hunt or shoot for recreation or pleasure or protect their homes, by the way, or if you're just a damn liberal, you might not want to watch this. Move along, nothing going on. I'll give you a moment. Okay, have the children left the room yet? Great. 3-4 weeks ago, I was evaluating my firearms platforms. And I said, gee, Jay, because I normally call myself Jay when I'm talking to myself. There's some room for improvement here. I've got a few that were okay, and like everybody, I got the stable of Glocks, and I've slowly replaced some with Sigs and some with HKs. Step it up a little bit. And I've neglected my rifles. I was nutso about my Chris, which is basically a 45 ACP carbine, so it's not really a rifle. And my Sega with 12, which is a semi-automatic shotgun, which is not a rifle. But I already had some what I thought were cool rifles. I have an AR. I never shoot it. I have a G93, HK G93, an older one, but it's like slick as glass. I mean, it shoots 223 awesome, and it's smaller than an AR. 40 round mags. You can get the plastic mags from PMag, I think, or somebody like that. They're on the net. They're cheap. 308 sort of expensive, but when I bought the rifle, I bought like 1,000 rounds, and it was like $300 back then, or $250, something stupid. About what 300 rounds cost now. But so I've got plenty of ammo because I probably hadn't shot a third of that, so I still got plenty of ammo for it. The FAL, the 223, which is what I was talking about. I'm rambling. The 223 platform I was sort of happy with. My AK, or 7.62 by 39, I have a Norinco AK that I've had since they came out. And there's a reason they were $275 at first, and now they're like $900 if you can find them used, because they work. Oh my God, I think the thing would shoot dirt if you crammed it in the barrel hard enough. It just shoots anything. You can throw it down, pick it up, it keeps shooting. Not the most accurate gun, but accurate enough. And that's what counts. 100, 200 yards, yeah, your ball's on. You can hit somebody. After that, I've tried everything. I've tried optics on the dust cover. I've tried the Scout rifle scope. Forget it. It's a 100, 200 yard gun. And mainly because it's got a big ass magazine that you can, really whop at them. So, there was some room for improvement in AK, but what are you going to do? It's an AK round, right? Well, then I watched this guy, Gabe Sanchez, use a Sig 556R, which stands for Russian. Was gonging at 600 yards all flipping day. At 700 yards, he's hitting 3 out of 4 shots. Gong, gong, with an AK round. You're talking, like a DMR AR now. You're talking a designated marksman rifle. And the gun was just dead on. And it was basically out of the box, just improved optics that he put on there. So I went looking, which I should never do. And I purchased a Sig 556R in 7.62 by 39, which is stupidly cheap right now. It's 120 something, $120, 122 for 500 rounds, which that's as cheap as the Mosin ammo. And if you're not buying Mosin's ammo and a Mosin and putting it back, you're nuts. Because for $300 you can have, for like $200 you can have 440 rounds of ammo and a rifle. That's it, $200, and it's a big cartridge. It's the main battle rifle. But anyway, I digress again. So I got it, and it was all in black. It had the fish gill front end. I didn't like that, and the stock on it, which I'm probably going to switch this out too. But the first thing I did was put the Troy front battle rail on, and I got it in the tan. I sort of like that duo look. I really like the Sig because it's a monorail system. When you got that on there, look. There's your sight radius. Oh dear Lord! And I put some Troy iron sights on there, some backup iron sights, and I had an EOTick on my Chris. I put the black one on here to use. I'm probably not going to run optics on here. I mean, any electronics. I like the metal battle sights on the AK rifle. I think that that's cool to be shooting such a big thing, you know, in like 100 yards. That's pretty cool. I like that. You know, and I put some of the covers and the mag pull handrail, and it's just, you know, where I can grab it, because this thing weighs a freaking ton. Oh my God, my AK is like what, 5.5 pounds? This thing I swear is like 22. It's not. It's like not 8.5. But it's like holding 2 AKs. Oh, I'm gonna have to do some pull-ups and stuff on this thing. So I'm gonna take it out, you know, see how it does. I got plenty of ammo to run through it. Again, if you're not buying Mosin or AK ammo right now, you don't come crying to me, because it's dirt cheap, no matter what everybody wants to tell you. So I got this, and I had it, you know, I was like, oh, that's cool, you know. What other platforms? Well, like I said, the G93, I'm real happy with that, and I really wasn't looking, but I happened to be strolling through and picked up a Sig 556R Swat. Bye, boo-boo. So I got this used. Sig 556 Swat, which is a 223 round, 5.56. I can't talk now. 5.56 223 ubiquitous, you know, Milsurp or steel case, Tula, Wolf, whatever. Now this one came with Sig's version of Troy's Battle Rail, so you got that big sight radius on it. It did come with these stinky ass Sig. I think they call these toenail sights, because I mean, look, I mean, that's, and in the back of it, it's a little lollipop stick. It's just like a hockey stick. It comes up. It's ridiculous. Luckily, the Sig 556R, they actually deleted the sights because they expect you to run an optic or a scope on it, and they supply the Sig CP226 red dot, green dot, but actually it's a 3x scope with 100, 400, and 600 gradations on it. I've read both good and bad about it. I don't know. I'm going to try it on both and see how it does. I think it's set for AK 7.62 by 39, but I don't know. It may just be a generic, because I've seen it on the 5.56 223s also. So it may just be a generic thing. But I bought this used. It did come with, it has its own EOTIC. I think this is the 617, and that's a 530. This one's night vision capable, and it's tan compared to that one, which is not night vision capable and black. And that one's cheaper. These are ridiculously stupid high, and it comes with a very nice quick disconnect mount for it. Now, I'm probably not going to run optics on here either, because the problem is this thing is such a fat ass that it sticks out, and you can rack your hand on it really good. Same with the other one. That one, the AK, the 5.56R, I plan on running with just iron sights, so that's no problem. This one, I may stick the CP one on here because it's thinner, and the bolts are on this side, not where your hand goes. So you don't run into that problem. I've also got other stuff, Trigicons and stuff like that I could try. But the reason, 223, and just like the R that uses any AK mag, this one uses any AR mag. Here's what I call like a dirt danky, a Tapco out of the freaking back of the safe. I think this is a 20 round mag, maybe a 30. Let's see. Look, it clicks like it was made for it. And I've also got, when I bought this, it also came with 10 Generation 1 windowed P-mags in tan. So, which with the mag pull, quick pulls on the bottom. I don't know what they call those things. The manhandle that goes on the bottom that sticks up so you can pull it out real quick. Or pull it out of your scabbard. So, I got a really good deal on that with all the accoutrements. Basically, I got it. I paid less than what the rifle itself sells for new, because it's used. But I got all the other stuff, which was more expensive than the rifle, for free. He also snacked down the end of this, the barrel. He cut it to 14 inches, and then added this 2¼ inch flash suppressor, muzzle brake, and suppressor mount on the end, permanently pinned it on. There's a suppressor for a Gym Tech. There's a twist mount here, and there's the flash hider, and there's the muzzle brake. It actually, the gases shoot like this, but so he had had that done. God only knows what that costs. but this is basically like an AR Mercedes. Like I said on the Sig being a Mercedes is the AK. Sigs are 600, 700 yards. This one should also be that. And also, like the 5.56R, it uses the gas piston instead of direct impingement. Gas piston means there's a piston in here, and the gas hits at the top and ejects, and it slams the piston into the receiver block. I'm drawing, you know what I mean. So that's what operates everything and compresses the spring. Whereas on like an AR, it's the gas hits in here, and it actuates the actual bolt carrier, which means you're venting gas and fouling and everything into your action. Whereas this, it's vented up here. So this runs cleaner, hotter, or cleaner and cooler than an AR. And any kind of AR that runs with a piston system is a value added because they consider that an upgrade. So, but this comes with its standard. And it has the UBR stock. He put that on there. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I got it used. So now I had two Sigs, two rifles, and I've never been, like I said, if you watched earlier, I'm not a rifle guy. I had my Sega 12, and I had my Chris that I've really doted on for the last year, which are neither rifle. They're neither fish nor fowl, shotgun and carbine. So I got my two Sigs, so I sort of bought into that. And I always buy pistols, you know that if you've seen my videos. Well, the same guy had that used, Sig 5.56, said, hey, do you want the matching Sig P226? I don't know if you can see it, but it matches. In 2009, when these came out, he bought them that way. I can't find anything more than it was listed as FDE, Flat Dark Earth. But they keep saying it's either a Scorpion or a Desert model, but I don't know. I don't think so. But this is a German frame with the rail, the Picatinny rail. Tired as hell. I've been working all freaking day out in the plant. Oh, it helps I hit the right one. Can I edit that? Which one am I supposed to do? Ah, the right one. Okay. See, nothing in there except for oil. I cleaned it real good. Anyway, I'm going to edit that out so nobody's going, what a pussy, look at his good racket bag. Yeah. Anyway, so he also had the matching Sig P226. And I was like, sure, I picked it up. Cheap. And then, after I got all this stuff in, I got a box from him. And not only did he give me the two original 5.56 magazines for the Sig, but he gave me 10 of those Magpul Gen 1 windowed ones, which, look up the price, it's not cheap. I also got the two original Sig mag, 15-round mags for this, the stock ones, and 10 18-round McGregor, or something like that, flush mount 18-round mags. 10 of those. And all the mags, the 30-round P mags, were full of 223. So that's 300 rounds. And it was a bag of about 250 more. So 550 rounds of 223. He didn't even say anything about it. It came with it. Usually you buy a used pistol. These night sights are gone, especially something from that old. But, I mean, these still work pretty good. So, I mean, they're probably 3-4 years old. 2009. But so you probably still got a few years out of these. So anyway, so that's how I wound up suddenly with 3 Sigs. So this is why this is the tale of 3 Sigs. Get it? The tale of 2 cities. Anyway, some things are on the horizon. I'm going to be going and shooting and making videos of that, and I'll post it later. Also picked up an M1 carbine. Why? Because it was cheap. Oh my God, it was cheap. It came with the bayonet and like 7 magazines, 5 of which are the 30-round banana magazines. M1 carbine, the pistol round, 30 cal. Like it had the original sling, marked from the 40s, and the magazine holder for the rear that goes on the stock. The canvas one's dated 1943, and the bayonet's dated 52, so it's probably Korean. It looks brand new. So even if that stuff's all copy and it's just junk, and the M1's made by Universal, which doesn't have a good reputation because of the way they made their receivers. But anyway, the gun itself is in great shape. I mean, it's been shot, obviously, but it's in good shape. And all the accoutrements were there. And I got 250 rounds of ammo with it. So, and I paid like $200. You know, the magazines alone, again, if you go look, it's, you know, it's $100 worth of magazines. And they were new. Well, the two 15 rounds that were in a butt pack don't look new, but they've been stuck in there forever, so they're rubbed on a little bit. So anyway, so that was, you know, okay, $200, sure, I'll take it. And the same with these Sigs, just all of a sudden. And I know I said I'd never, ever do this. But I got a KSG coming. I know. Shh. If the Sega hears, you know, them Russian girls, man, they can be mean when they get jealous. Man, my Sega, man, I play with her so much, she can get jealous real easy. Anyway, I've been watching, and KSGs are still going for stupid money. I said I'd never buy one because they're supposed to be like $880 MSRP, and they were selling for like, and they still do, but they sell for like twice that. That's ridiculous. People, you know, I get it. Local gun shop, make the money while you can. I'll remember that. So anyway, I watched a few auctions, and I've been watching them, and finally hit one that I only paid like $100 of MSRP. I mean, the guy put it up for MSRP, so I would bid on his before I'd bid on somebody put it up there for $1,000, buy it now, or $1,200, buy it now. You know, I like an honest dealer who puts it up there at MSRP, even though if it was in his shop, he would sell it for less. Or if there was a lot of them. As you know, there's KSGs, there's just like none of them out there. They're hard to get, unless you want to pay twice what it goes for. So I got me a black one coming. It won't be here for a couple of days. I've got 750 rounds of double aught. I got 500 more coming. Because I got to make sure that I shoot the Sega. Because she's jealous, bitch. Nothing, dear. But I'll shoot the Sega. Everybody loves shooting the Sega. You know, you slam that drum magazine on, even the 10-rounders, just bam, 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 bam. It's like Flintstones. It's like the Pebble. You know, it's bam, bam, bam. It's, oh my God, people love shooting that shotgun. So now I have that 14-shot KSG. You know, so that'll be cool. Sort of looking forward to that. That's going to be a rush. And hopefully that's all the new stuff I'll be getting for a while. You know, I go through a flurry about this time every year. But I've been sucking up the ammo. You need to be sucking up the ammo if you can find it at a good deal. And you need to be talking to your representatives in the state, in the local, and the federal government about not infringing on the rights of people that obey the rules. You know, people say, oh, you know, that's a, you know, it's not a right. It's something no, bull crap. It's a right we're born with. You know, everybody's got their opinions, but if you abide by the law, and this is what you like to do as a hobby, then why are you telling me what I can and can't do? You know, it's like up north where they banned large soft drinks. I don't drink sugar soft drinks. I can't. I'm slightly diabetic. So I drink diet drinks or unsweet tea, which living in the South and ordering unsweet tea is sort of like strange. People look at you. But so I drink unsweet tea and diet sun drops. But it's the whole idea of the government saying, you know, everybody else in the world can have that, but you can't because we think it's bad for you. You're not me. The government should be in charge of big stuff and leave the decisions for the single, you know, individual person to the individual person. You can't legislate people to act right. What is it? You can't fix stupid. Isn't that what Jeff Foxworthy says? One of those guys. You can't fix stupid. You know, the idea that we're giving the Muslim Brotherhood free assault weapons, giving the Muslim Brotherhood back during the spring, the Irish Spring or Arab Spring or whatever it is, we were giving them ammo and free weapons. And then the same government turns around and said, nope, Bob, because you live in a certain city, we're going to limit what you can do. Don't care if you served in the military or you're a policeman or you're a firefighter or EMS. Don't care if you're just a private citizen who's never done anything in your life. We're going to limit you, but we're going to give all these freaking terrorists over here free stuff. Wake up! It's not supposed to be that way. Like how I got into a rant. Geez, damn old lady's going to kill me for ranting on here. Anyway, so I'm going to be back after I do some more shooting. I'll have one with tabletops and all these, like I've done on my other guns, and I'll have, especially on the KSG, Sega. I love you, baby. Russians. And if you don't have a Sega, you need to go get one because they're a blast. They're fun. They're not like the fat chick on the weekends. I'm telling you, it's like a supermodel every day. Yes, dear. The Sega. Go get one. Or KSG, man. You know. Anyway, I ramble. I talk all kinds of crap on here. If you like it, thumbs up. If you don't, I don't care. I don't do this for anybody but my friends and subscribers. And I've only got like 20 subscribers, so I don't really care what you think. This is just for fun. I like people that send me their versions of this stuff when they sit in their little war rooms and talk about their crap and the particular firearms that they use and carry. I get off on that. I hope people get off on mine. You know, especially some dumb redneck down here in North Carolina. But seriously, have a nice night. I'll be back on with some more stuff later on in the week. This is Jay. I'm out of here.